So anyway, what we're working on is this hose on the right, the one that actually blew. I cannot get it started. I've got all three of the other hose ends because I'm going to do both hoses. So I'm going to put a little bit of heat to it. I don't know how much I'm going to need, but we're going to give it a little try. I've got to be careful of the electric line there. Well, it's starting to smoke. That's a good thing. I can see some oil bubbling out from underneath the nut. Let's try it. Let's see. 7/8 there and 15 here. No, sir. Nope. Wow. Okay. We'll try a different approach. Wow. Maybe if I get on the other side where I can push. I might be able to push harder than I can pull. Don't know. Never know till you try. Let's see, 7/8 right there. Oh, sir. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe that. I put the big torch on it if I had it over here, but that's all over in the shop. And I can't pick this up without it blowing oil everywhere. Okay, I had it wiggle and then it locked up as it cooled off. So I went and got some Marble Mystery oil. We're going to heat it again. Seal up if I can keep that rag from getting on fire there. But it did move a little bit. Put that there. Boy, that sun's a bugger today. See what happens. Oh, look at that. Oop. I'm not going to walk it very hard because it locks right back up, but if I got it moving, so that's the main thing. I've had harder lines come off, but I don't know when. It's been a while. I could see so much better if that sun went in my eyes. I think we gotta. Mandy says she's got the stuff. So
They probably can't do it today.
yeah, she says she could.
Yeah.
So we'll ride over. Well, we're over here in the back room of Cornish Hardware. And she's got the cat style sweeps, the right size. She's gone out front there to help somebody, but they're identical. So when she gets back here, she'll grab the right hose and we'll make up a pair of fit-ins. She does have enough to do 2 hoses, so. Now we're making it.
Yep, we are. And look at that.
Pretty darn close.
Can't be
Perfect.
much more perfect than that. Okay. Now, colors. That.
I got 2 more of them on the main lift I gotta do too at some point.
Oh boy.
Well, they're smaller hoses than those.
Yeah.
They're just straight. So.
Well, if they're smaller and they're not as much pressure.
Well, same diameter. Oh yeah, same pressure, same diameter, but they're just shorter in length. Could almost be a finger pincher.
That's what happened to Brianna when I tried to teach her the first time and the only time. She ended up pinching her finger in there and we haven't done it since.
Oh. Nothing to it.
Nope, nothing to it at all. The only thing is, I can do, at least on the first one, check my crimp. And that's supposed to be at 0.913. 0. .931. 0.91. Nope. 0.095.
Yeah, 0.909.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, 913. Yeah, it's all.
Wow.
She's there.
She is there. Straight ones are always easier. You don't have to worry about pinching as much.
Yep.
All right. All right. So there's one there.
Yep. Piece of cake.
Yep.
So I called up Mandy and I said, do you have them elbows? And, well, this is all hydraulic fittings. And you pull these out. You know, a lot of them have dividers. They have thousands and thousands of dollars worth. Crazy. But they've always been able to fix me up. So, welcome back again. It's another day. Actually, it's been 2 days, I guess, since I started working on this backhoe. From this stake over to the shovel right there, we have got rhubarb planted. And we're lacking a few plants. We may dig some up out front. I think there's enough roots out there. We can probably finish the rest of that row. But we took the big shanks, we always call them subsoilers, but they're really not. But they get right down in. They're really big cultivators. But they will go down in quite deep. This tractor doesn't float down far enough. I used to pull these with a John Deere A that had a 3-point on it, and you could go down and shine the bottom of these springs right up right there. And I mean, that John Deere A would pull it fully sunk, but it had to go a lot of trips. In other words, every trip you put it down another inch or two, and it would take 3 or 4 hours to work your way down to that depth. You had to get everything loosened as you go. You couldn't just sink it in. Out here, I think I'm floating on the stop of the 3-point. They don't seem to want to go any deeper. And I'm only about this deep. I'm about a foot in the ground probably. But it's a lot better than doing with a set of harrows. I mean, yeah, harrows and a plow. Because the plow only goes about 5-6 inches, you know. The stuff I have anyway. Probably what Shane and Molly does probably goes down a lot further. But my stuff's little stuff. So, you know, you have an acre of ground, you don't need much. But I've got to put these clamps on. I get that on and we'll fire it up and see how good it goes. Yeah, let's see here, get this thing in there like so. I can get that just enough to hold it. There we go. So I don't know, as I mentioned it, it's actually 32 degrees this morning. Got a little bit of a northwest breeze. I mean, maybe less than 1 mile an hour, 2 miles an hour. The anemometer is just barely walking around. But there's not a cloud in the sky. Absolutely beautiful. So I had to loosen the hoses to get those to be able to start and then tighten them up. The reason I was having so much trouble is there's a bend right here. You can see the paint's gone. Over the years this stuff's got hit, and yeah, it's just the way it is. So have to come over with the truck in a while and get all that stuff. But anyway, let's see if the old girl will fire this morning at 32 degrees with no trouble. If I don't slip on this damn running board, I got oil everywhere. Okay. Bring her up to 1,000 RPM there, let her warm up for a few. Let's go down back. I got a rock. I don't know how big it is, but it's right down by them other rocks. Gotta go pick that up. That's the last rock I gotta pick, I believe. Or dig, I should say. I got a lot of them to pick up. As you can see, there's oil everywhere on this rig. Probably lost a good gallon of oil. But our nugget is right there. So, let's see what we can do. Wasn't much of a rock, I guess. up here. My biggest problem with this backhoe is it's got genuine backhoe controls. And I learned how to operate on excavator controls. I still haven't quite got this down in my memory banks good, but getting better all the time. Hey, I thought that was bigger than that. I hit it with a tractor and didn't seem to want to move with a bucket. That stuff's in there like cement, so anyway, I gotta go pick up all these. I'm gonna do a little more harrowing over there this morning, and then I'm gonna take those rippers and we're gonna go to the other field. And but this is gonna be the end of this video. This video's long enough. Backhoe's going again. I will have to top off the oil down probably a gallon. I got some in the shop, I just haven't brought it out yet. So anyway, if there's nothing else goes on this video, take care everybody. We'll see you on the next one. These dogs are funny. They were just raising heck a minute ago. Yeah, you're vicious. They were running and rolling. They play hard, I'll tell you. But when you get a camera out, they stop. Because they want you to come in and play with them. What do you think, Mox? Huh? What do you think? That Diesel, he's gonna dig. He gets nerved up when you get to the fence. But any video can have a little dog show in it. I see that tail going there, Mox. It's funny, all the dogs we've ever had, they didn't like the cold. And those dogs there, I guess they came from Minnesota or somewhere. They don't mind the cold at all. So, anyway, like I said, that's it for this video.